Hey everyone, I'm Sakar, and this is my first build video that I have made for ESO in so long. So I hope that you guys enjoy. I really do swear by this build. I've been playing this for the last few days since I've been back, and I really do like this build a lot. So I'm not going to waste your guys' time any further. Let's get started with this. So it's going to be more or less your typical StamSorc build. I just kind of changed a few things up with it. So we're going to be an Sorc. Orc, in my opinion, is one of the best things you can do. Orc is really good, but if you're Khajiit, I think that might be a little bit better. I'm just a little bit too cheap right now to pay for that race change. I just didn't really want to do that right now. So Orc Sorc, it's really good for your damage. Your race door doesn't really matter, more or less. You could do something along the lines of like Imperial, anything that really does damage. It's really good too. For your attributes, 39 points into health and 25 points into stamina. You use a max magic pool of 16.5k, a max health pool of 35.4k, and a max stam pool of 19.3k. We're also going to be using Jewels of Mizrul or Orzorga Smoked Bear Hunch for our food. That way you get that extra health and also that recovery up as high as possible. Also, you're going to be using tripods as well for this build. I can't really show it right here, but you're going to be using tripods that we have some resources and some resource recovery as well. And then on top of that as well, you're going to be using the shadow for your Mundus. That way you get your critical damage as high as possible. You can see our critical is at 48.5% and we're not even buffed right now. So our crit is really, really high. So let's go on to our gear first, right? So let's start with that. Bloodspawn is going to be our helmet and our shoulder. It's our monster set. I think Bloodspawn's amazing. It's one of the best sets in the game. And it's one of the only sets that stayed relevant since basically the beginning of this game, which is kind of crazy to think about. So Bloodspawn is going to give you a line of stamina recovery, and as well as that, whenever you take damage, you're going to have a 6% chance to generate 13 ultimate and increase your physical and spell resistance by 3.7k for 5 seconds. So it's really good for your tankiness, and on top of that, you're getting a lot of ultimate generation as well, which really helps your overall damage so much because you could pump out that ultimate as fast as you can. Bloodspawn, in my opinion, is the way to go because this build has enough damage already as it is. I was thinking about trying Marsalok, but I feel like I would lose out on a lot of tankiness because of it. So I just went with Bloodspawn instead. We're going to also have One Piece Trainee. It's going to be a heavy reinforced chest piece. That way you can get that max health up as high as possible. And guys, I say this every video. I used to say this every video, and I'm going to start saying this again. Your chest piece, always do heavy reinforced. It gives you the most amount of resistances and health as possible. Always do that. Also, for our front bar set, we're going to be using Null Arca. Null Arca is a set that you get from Lucent Citadel. Lucent Citadel is a trial, so if you can't get this, guys, that's perfectly fine. I get that. I think some good replacements would be just Order's Wrath. Order's Wrath gives you so much extra percentage critical as well. Or just something like, I don't know, Tarnished Nightmare I think would be good too. But I think Null Arca is probably the best way to go with this because it's going to give you 2 lines of crit chance. And then the Perfected, which I don't have Perfected on this, so you can just do normal if you want to. If you really want this, it's really good. You can just do normal runs. That's completely fine. The 5-piece is dealing critical damage. It's going to give you a stack of Sliver for 10 seconds, up to once every 0.5 seconds. So basically, if you crit 3 times in 0.5 seconds of a consecutive order, you can get this so quickly. And then the downtime is 4 seconds. So basically, if you do everything as fast as possible, you can proc Null Arca every 5.5 seconds. That's how quick you can do this. So Null Arca, definitely worth it. If you want to put a little bit of time and effort into getting this, I definitely recommend it. Go through the group finder, do normal runs of it. You don't need to do Perfected. It's an extra 129 weapon spell damage. You don't need that. You really don't. So do Null Arca. I definitely recommend it. And then Rallying Cry is going to be our back bar set. I know, revolutionary. I know we're crazy. So Rallying Cry is going to be our light sash as well. It's going to be in Divines and Rallying Cry back bar set. It's going to give you a line of crit chance, max magic, another line of crit chance. And then basically whenever you critically heal yourself or an ally, whenever you have Battle Spirit on you, so that means whenever you're in Cyrodiil, Battlegrounds, Imperial City, or a duel, any of those, and you critically heal yourself or an ally, it means that you're going to get 1650 crit resist and 300 extra weapon spell damage as well. So basically, it gives you a ton of crit resist in a meta where crit is so high and everybody's hitting so hard. I know a lot of you guys are going to be upset because everybody's going to be like, oh, Rallying Cry. Guys, I'm telling you, Rallying Cry is going to be amazing this patch. I would definitely invest in the set if I were you guys. It is going to be without a doubt mandatory in my opinion going forward. I think it's going to be incredibly meta, and I would definitely get used to using it, because Rallying Cry, I think it's going to save you from a lot of this damage meta. It is amazing, I promise you guys. And then also Nalarka is going to be our legs and our feet as well. I have both an impen as well, but I mean, you can just do whatever you want with that. Going extra divines, yeah, you'd have a little bit more damage since we have Shadow Mundus, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I think our crit resist is pretty nice having that, so I think having that overall is nice. Also, these are going to be the weights, so our Bloodspawn helmet and shoulders are going to be heavy, chest piece heavy, our hands for Nalarka, medium, our legs and feet for Nalarka, medium as well, and then our waist for Rallying Cry is going to be light. And then for our ring, we're going to be doing a mythic for Monomyth Reforged. This is a brand new mythic that just came out. I have mine in Infused with a weapon and spell damage enchantment on it. Infused Monomyth is the way to go in my opinion. Monomyth is the new mythic, and if you get this, it is a very easy grind. I think I got mine in less than an hour. It's all very easy leads to get. The hardest one, which I was lucky I got first time, is the second boss from Depths of Malatar. It's not fun because that's RNG based and you're stuck behind a dungeon, but if you do the dungeon every once in a while, make sure you get this. It is without a doubt worth it. This is one of the best mythics that they've ever put out, in my opinion. This is so good. So basically what it does is while in combat on your primary weapon, so basically you're on your front bar right now, which is where all my damage abilities are, you get Major Force, which is extra crit damage, which is huge. You are critting so often on this build with nearly 50% crit percentage. Also on top of that, Minor Berserk, so you're hitting harder, and Minor Vulnerability, so you're hitting harder. It's just so much damage when you're on your front bar. Then on your back bar, you're going to get Major Protection, so you're going to be getting a whole lot tankier. Minor Vitality, so better healing, and then Minor Timidity, which I think I pronounced that correctly. Whoa! That's the first time I've ever pronounced that correctly the first time! Let's go! Anyways, it means that you lose ult charge every 1.5 seconds, but honestly, as long as you keep on light attacking, we have an ice staff on our back bar, as long as you keep on light attacking, you really don't notice it. So just don't stay there, just don't stay on your back bar without just like light attacking or something, and you'll be fine. Like, you'll be perfectly fine. And it's only when you're in combat too, so if you're not in combat, don't worry about it. So the rest of our stuff is Rallying Cry Ring in Infused, and then Rallying Cry Necklace in Infused, both weapon and spell damage enchantments on it. Then as well, our front bar is going to be Null Arkham Maces, main hand Nirnhoned with a poison damage enchantment on it. Offhand is going to be Sharpened with a disease enchantment on it. Maces are really cool because I felt like we just needed a little bit more pen on this build. Like, yeah, we got some pretty high pen right now. I think we're at 10.6k pen, which is insane. But I felt like if I went axes, it'd be a little bit overkill. Like, yeah, we'd be doing nice, but I feel like maces are better for your overall damage. Axes are better for your just crit percentage. So I just wanted my overall damage to be a little bit higher. And then back bar is going to be Rallying Cry Ice Staff. It's going to be defending with an increased weapon spell damage enchantment on it. Ice Staff is still best in slot in my opinion as far as back bars weapons go. It's so good. So let's move on to our skills. Our main spammable is going to be Concealed Weapon because Nightblade has the best spammable in the game in my opinion. Concealed Weapon is disgusting. Definitely use this as your spammable. We're also using Camo Hunter, which is going to increase our overall critical percentage because you get Major Savagery and Prophecy from this. And then you also get Crystal Weapon on this build. So a lot of people were like, hey, why do you have two spammables on this build? So I will get to that in a second because I want to tell you guys the exact combo that I use, and you will be like, oh, I get it now. Also, we're going to be using Streak as well because I think we have a great way to get out of dodge. I kind of was thinking about using Ball of Lightning instead. I think Ball of Lightning will give you a lot more survivability, but for now, I've just been using Streak. I really do think Ball of Lightning would work really well in this build because Concealed kind of can set people off balance, and you could already do damage to them and stun them there. So I was thinking about it. I'm probably going to be playing this build more as time goes on, so I was probably going to try that out. And then Merciless Resolve because everybody's running that right now. This is without a doubt the best skill in the game, period, end of story. I will not hear any kind of opinions of that because Merciless is amazing. To be able to combo that with your other abilities is, the amount of damage that it does is disgusting. And that you can stack it twice because you can get it up to 10 stacks, which you can fire it twice. Disgusting. I don't know why they buffed it like that, but they certainly did. And then in cap is going to be our ultimate, because again, comboing in-cap with bow proc is disgusting. All right, so I just want to make a quick edit in the middle of this video. Once I got done recording the main part, I just went out into Cyrodiil on my own and just put on Dawnbreaker for a little bit instead. And wow, use Dawnbreaker, don't use in-cap, use Dawnbreaker. It is 1,000 times better. I promise you guys, it is insane what I've been able to do with this. Use Dawnbreaker instead. So the basic combo that I was talking about earlier is going to be something like this. I'm going to add Alisas to them. I'll get to that skill later on. And then you apply Crystal Weapon, which it applies to your next light or heavy attack. And then you do, in quick succession, after you activate your Crystal Weapon, you do Crystal Weapon, light attack, concealed weapon, which is a lot of damage right there. Like, that is so much damage right there. Then into in-cap bow proc, and most players in this game will fall over just from those 4 abilities right there. Just by doing that, that is a less than 2-second burst window. Most of your enemies in this game, 100 to 0 health that quickly. Also, Crit Surge. I think Crit Surge is one of the best skills in the game as well. It gets your source of major brutality and sorcery, which increases your weapon and spell damage by 20%. And then what's really cool about this is dealing critical damage is going to heal you for 3,300 health, and that can occur once every second. And you are critting very often in this build, so it helps your healing so much. And then from there, we're also using Hurricane. Going to be your source of major resolve and minor expedition, increasing your physical and spell resistance by 6k, and also increases your movement speed by 15%. And as well as that, it also puts a little AoE around you, and that AoE does damage every 2 seconds, which makes your Crit Surge proc pretty often, let's be honest. So Hurricane is great, and honestly, that damage is nothing to sleep on. Try and brawl with your enemies, because that will definitely add up over time. And then on top of that, Resolving Vigor, it's your 5-second heal over time to get you right back up to full health. It's a great heal. Also on top of that, you get Minor Resolve, increasing your physical and spell resistance by 3k for 20 seconds. And then Dark Deal. I think Dark Deal is another one of the best skills in the game, and I just can't put it down because it's absolutely amazing. There's a reason why I have 2 Sorc lines on here. It is so good. It's going to be giving you, instead of, you're going to sacrifice magic, and you're going to get back 8,000 health and 3,600 stamina instantly, and then you're going to get stamina over time as well, so that's huge. And then on top of that, you're also going to get Minor Force, and I mean, you also have Minor Berserk, but I mean, you have that from your Mythic already. You're going to get Minor Force, which is going to increase your critical damage by 10%. So between your Mythic, where you get Major Force, and then this, you get Minor Force, make sure you have this active at all times, and your critical damage will be insane. And then Ellie's Susceptibility is going to be your source of major breach for your enemies, reducing their physical and spell resistance by 6k. As well as that, every 7.5 seconds, the enemy is going to be afflicted with the Burning, Chilled, and Concussion status effects, which, if you use that properly, that is going to be a great source to proc your Crit Surge as well, because that can crit. And then also Temporal Guard, which is basically only reason why you have that on is for that minor protection, because that is going to really give you a little bit extra tankiness as well. So let's get on to our champion points before ending this video real quick, right? So Blue Tree is going to be Ironclad, Force of Nature, Untamed Aggression, and Fighting Finesse. Your Red Tree is going to be Pain's Refuge, Survival Instincts, Fortified, and Sustained by Suffering. Green Tree, don't really care about too much, but that being said, I do want to tell you guys all this as well. That is not what I clicked on. That is not what I clicked on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. It's crazy. Like, look at this. I'm not hitting those, whatever. Sorry. Anyways, my PC's been weird lately. Anyways, there is a champion point that will increase your active skill lines by, how much is it? 15%. So if you ever want to level up any of your skill lines, make sure this champion point is active. It is very helpful for leveling all of your subclass abilities. So don't forget about that. Was there anything that I missed? I don't believe there is. So we're going to be using the Dark Magic and the Storm Calling skill lines in the Sorcerer skill line. And then we're also going to be using Assassination from the Nightblade one. That way you just have everything that you need right there. It is so good. I've been really slapping with this build. I've been hitting very hard. Also, we're Vampire Stage 3. I think Vampire Stage 3 is still really good. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, do me a giant favor. Hit that like button for me. Comment if you enjoyed, if you tried this build, or just comment what you've been running lately. I'm trying to get back into the scene of ESO. in all these PvP builds. So let me know what you've been running as well. If you're enjoying it, if you're not enjoying it, let me know how you like subclassing as well. And then also, if you could do me one more giant favor, hit that subscribe button for me. I would highly appreciate it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see builds like this live in action, I stream 5 days a week. So make sure you're subbed, got that notification bell going. Or if you want to follow me on Twitch as well, that's going as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Later. They're gone. They're gone. All right. Why did that lighting look on your current ass? Because it is. It is. I got magical ass properties. Is it like your aim, like grind time? Honestly, so my aim's okay. My aim's not the best. It's not the worst. I wouldn't say that my aim is anything special. I just think that I've got good awareness when it comes to games like that. I think I've got a really good awareness. I understand timing. I understand when to engage, when to disengage, target priority, things like that. That's crazy. Good duel, friend. Let's go back on GG. Oh, okay. That too. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, I got up to Celestial on Rivals, and like, I did want to keep on grinding, but I just, I don't know, got to the point where I was just kind of getting burnt out a little bit on the game. And it's like, I'm down to play more. We're kind of in a nice little group with ESO again. Nice, bro. We're cleaning house right now. Dude, we're cleaning house right now. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm assuming the buffs are gonna be coming back up soon. I'm just gonna wait. Your lemon stuff? Oh yeah, dude. As long as you guys understand it, that's what power sigil. Let's go. Your kind of exactly. No, exactly. That's what it is. I'm glad that you understand, because like, I enjoy Rivals, but wow. Wow. Dude, I just killed that guy through the healing hole. That's crazy. Let's go, baby. Gaming. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing, Yanni, is like a lot. So people like, Necros and a lot of other players at the top end of the viewer list for Rivals, they had a serious advantage going into it by being Overwatch content creators, where it's basically the exact same game. So making that switch wasn't the kind of thing where it was such a drastic leap like going from ESO to Rivals is, you know? Like this is, they are two 100% different games. Like I understand that completely. But Overwatch, on the other hand, very similar game. So, you know, like, oh look, I mean, Yanni, to me it's not a drag. To me it's enjoyable. But I mean, at the end of the day, I spent the last 7 months on that game. I spent the last 7 months on Rivals grinding hardcore, posting videos basically every single day, streaming 5 days a week. And it's just, unfortunately, it just wasn't like, it was getting me a little bit of traction, but it wasn't enough, unfortunately. Like people pay for coaching. I mean, look, if it gets to the point where I pay the bills, I mean, look, I would do that in a heartbeat. I don't think I'm good enough for that, but I mean, I would do it if I felt like I was good enough. Good duel. All right. There's the blow social. Yeah. True. GM's take a... Oh shit, I didn't even know that. I mean, dude, look. If it comes down to it, I would so be down to do that kind of stuff. No! My speed. Good duels. All right. I mean, is he? Yeah, Rasta, what's up, dude? How are you? Yeah. I've been playing again. We are 29-0 this match. That's crazy. All right. And he just does that. He puts that on his YouTube. Yachty. He just puts that on his YouTube? Is that what he does? I don't know necessarily lie though. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, like I'd be down for like a channel where it's just like coaching and stuff for rivals. I could turn one of my other, I could turn my, so I've got 3 YouTube channels, right? I've got the regular Sakara one. 32 viewers. Hey, look, that's good in that kind of category. That's good. That's still better than most players. Yeah, Rasa, do me a giant favor. We're trying to grow these streams on YouTube as much as possible. If you could just hit that like button for me, that's all I ask of you. If you could just hit that button for me, I appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day, by the way. My goodness, dude. I want to see how many eliminations I end up with at the end of this. Hell yeah. Oh, it's getting close. I think we won. I mean, guys, dude, Rasta, you're a legend. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a great day so far. Guys, quick 40, you know. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. All right, not bad. Definitely not bad. All right, definitely not bad. All right.